Hey everyone, welcome back. A little SVC Sports Talk Plus. I'm Shayne Combs, SVC Sports Zone. And look, I want to talk a little SVC football with you as we wrapped up. I do want to congratulate Unioto on a great season. Obviously, the gold ball, that is not the norm throughout that Unioto program. So congrats to Coach Hoops and what they've been able to accomplish. You know, if you've listened to me for a while, I've kind of been on record. I've always been one that was in favor of that hire. I know that hire came under some critique in terms of a football coach and a basketball coach being the same person. I thought the unique situation called for a unique hire, and I thought Hoopsy was just that. I thought I really think over the last couple of years he's been able to get a lot of the athletes out, and we talk about sharing athletes all the time. What better way to do it in that particular situation? I'm not saying that's going to be the blueprint that schools should follow. I'm just saying in this unique situation, I think it's been great. I think Hoopsy's just done an incredible job, and congratulations to their kids and the success. Obviously, the offensive attack with Newton there at quarterback and throwing it to a variety of athletes, you know, with his brother Blake, and then Cutright had a real breakout year. I thought he was just in the middle of a lot of different things in terms of 3 or 4 of their biggest wins throughout the year. And obviously with the Perkins brothers, with the offensive and defensive lines and what they were able to do, Crace and Haynes and the special teams were just next level. So I would even throw Fleck in on the other side of Perkins there on that defensive line. Just a lot of really good athletes. It's never been a scheme thing or an X and O thing with Unioto. Unioto football has been about getting the athletes out, dominating up front, having the skilled kids, and I thought they were able to do that this year. And we've always said if Unioto, Zane Trace figure that part of it out, the football league could take on a completely different dynamic, and that's kind of what happened over the last couple of years. Speaking of Zane Trace, it's good to see them get healthy. I was high on them. I thought we were really overlooking them in the preseason. They've been hit with just unbelievable adversity, but to their credit, as they continue to get healthy, you know, Brower and company up front in the trenches on both sides of the ball, just their line play getting better and better. Phillips and Hartsall, the hard running attack, done with the ability to hit the home run there with the big play capability. Obviously, they get the big win there at home. Their playoff competition is going to pick up a bunch. You know, we talk about playoffs. 4 of our teams in the league making the playoffs is a big deal. I know it didn't go the way Unioto wanted. They're in the higher division, playing some elite athletes and some different things. I think Zane Trace is going to get a little bit more of a taste of that this week. Competition is going to go up, but at least again they're playing at home. That's a big deal. So I look forward to covering them. Paint Valley, another team, gets a playoff win. Obviously, the end of the regular season didn't go the way they wanted it. Got off to the 7-0 start against Unioto. Nightmare 8 or 9 minutes, and then before you know it, you're down 21-7. It just completely gets away. The St. Trace game did not play very, very well. When you turn it over, what was it, 5 times, you're supposed to get beat by about 4 or 5 touchdowns. Instead, they scored as many touchdowns and just, you know, lost in the point after attempts and the 2-point tries. But I thought those 2 weeks went a long way. I know Parkway had a bad record, but the league they play in is no joke when it comes to small conference football in terms of statewide respect. So now, just like Zane Trace, Paint Valley, they're going to go on the road. The athletes they're going to face is next level. They're going to face an opponent, what now, 11-0, I think 7 shutouts on the year. So again, the Country Day team is going to present quite a challenge for them. But again, when you look at what Robertson and Free have done, when you start rewriting the record book in that Paint Valley program, then you're enjoying quite a year. Bell and company up front, just doing a nice job opening those holes up and protecting Faber and giving him a chance to get Free involved as well. Just it's been a lot of fun to watch that team. Thought it was neat to see Westfall make the postseason. That Westfall-Piketon game, you knew it was going to be a bunch of offense. The winner was probably going to make the playoff in their respective division. It was Westfall. They obviously ran into the 16-1 matchup. They competed for a quarter and a half. I thought that went a long way. Wickline and company really had a nice year there. And you know, when I look down the line there, the teams that didn't make it, I mentioned Piketon. I know that sophomore class is going to bring back a lot of people. That was a big roster that didn't graduate that many. I know Huntington mentioned their freshman, sophomore class a lot. I know Adena did the same. Southeastern has like Pfeiffer and Cheadle, some high high-level skill kids coming back. So it'd be interesting to see if that equals a little bit more parity across the league in the years to come. But if for now, again, year's not over. Week 12 is in play. Zane Trace hosting, Paint Valley on the road. Look forward to covering it all, and I'll probably come at you each week from here on out, as long as we still have football playing, to talk a little SVC football. Thank you, as always, to Dr. Chris Good for all the support here on the YouTube channel. My brother Matt and I are going to do one more expanding the zone for the year, and then we're going to move into our basketball season. Kind of a new thing we're doing this year with expanding the zone, called It's Basketball Season. We're going to do a series of basketball shows where we really break down a lot of basketball topics and turn it into the leadership. Also, check out here on the YouTube channel my volleyball coverage. His teams went through district play, and Adina heading off to regional. We'll be covering some volleyball as well. So again, thank you for listening. Look forward to coming at you again next week with a little football, hopefully to talk about a couple SVC wins. And again, make sure you're checking out everything else here on SVC Sports Zone here on the YouTube channel. Thanks, everyone.